just I've heard you talk and I heard you do a podcast that you were really excited about what the offense can do this season, I guess, with the shoulder and you're fully healthy and just the weapons you guys have. How excited are you to get on the field and play somebody?
I mean, yeah, we're really excited to play. Obviously with the new South End Zone too as well. The Jones is going to be rocking this Saturday, and we're really fired up. The guys are ready too. This is something that we've been preparing for a long time now. Seems like Cal was, years ago, and so now to have a whole new roster, to get to see Josh Kelly and those kind of guys go out there Saturday, just to showcase what they can do for the Red Raiders is going to be really cool.
Joey was asked yesterday 3 keys to a successful season. I don't know if you heard that, but what are your 3 keys?
Don't turn the ball over, protect the ball, protect me, and then get the ball to the playmakers. That's in the goal for sure.
I know you don't try to listen to everything kind of surrounding you, but is there part of you that kind of just wants to get back out there and just show like, hey, you can stop talking about my shoulder, it's fine now? Yeah,
I mean, part of me is like that, but part of me too, we just want to win the game. It's week 1. We got upset week 1 last year in Wyoming. I want to take this week serious. I don't want to, take this week as just, we're playing ACU. They're just down the road. They're coming up to Lubbock to play a game. We're looking at Washington State, but we got to look at ACU because, there's a lot of old players that have came from Tech that are ACU now. Our old DC is now the head coach. So, it's a very respectable program. And so, just looking forward to Saturday, just to showcase what we can do. I'm not really trying to throw for 400 yards. I just want to win the game. Whatever that takes, if we win 14-7, we win the game. If we win 56-7, we win the game. So just going out there and just executing and doing our job.
How much did that loss to Wyoming last year really, especially for a lot of the returners this year, really lock you guys in this offseason and really take it into that week 1?
Yeah, it did for sure. The vets on the team like Taj, Behren, Jacob Rodriguez, those kind of guys that have been through that. That's something that we can learn from too. If we would have blown out Wyoming last year, it might have been a little different this week. But Coach McGuire does a great job of just preaching this week, this moment, be where your feet are, and we're really excited to play, and you can expect a lot of explosive play from the defense as well, not just the offense. It's gonna be really fun.
How has this camp fall changed from last year, and how has it prepared you for this year?
Yeah, Coach McGuire has done a great job with the 3 days on, 1 day off. We're fresh right now. We're changing up our practice schedule a little bit too, just as far as the reps we're getting. It's a mental game. There's a lot of X's and O's that need to be corrected before Saturday for every week, and so really just hone in on the key details. That's what we did in fall camp too. It wasn't so based heavy of we're going to get sprints and lifting and lifting. It was more of we're going to dive in the X's and O's of what games we're expecting to go into games knowing what we're going to do. And so this camp has been great. This last mock week that we had leading up to this week has been great too, as far as just the middle part of the game.
How has having all these playmakers, you say your job is to get it to the playmakers, how is having all these playmakers make your job easier?
Oh man, it makes my life really easy. If they want to load the box, we obviously had some key playmakers. Jalen Conyers, very versatile, doesn't need to be in the box to play tight end, he play outside too. But as far as they want to drop people back, we have the greatest running back in college football right now. So stand the ball at 2-8. Up front too, they've been great with Coach Clay McGuire. They've really honed in on the craft of what he's expecting them on the offensive line, and defense as well. They're playing fast, they're playing physical. Coach McGuire talks about the depth that we have on the defense side of the ball. That speaks for itself. If you can roll in fresh D linemen every third down, I mean that's going to be hard to stop, and that's going to create pressure on the quarterback.
How does this offensive line make you feel for this year?
Oh man, safe. That's all I have to say really about that. Vinny, he's a Toledo guy, was all conference at Toledo. That dude just likes to try to hurt people, and it's awesome. You like those kind of guys that have a little edge to them, and that whole line brings it. Caleb Roger does a great job of bringing those guys all together, of him being a team captain, a leader up front. It's great to have a leader up front, and Caleb's one of my best friends, and I know that he's going to be ready to play Saturday, and he's going to have those guys ready to play Saturday just as well as I'm going to have the whole offense to play Saturday.
Is there a little edge to this game with the new South End Zone, with being able to feel back with the fans again?
Yeah, no, it is for sure. You know, this Jones is going to be rocking. You know, it's going to be a night game too. It's going to be nice. It's going to be cloudy, overcast day. You know, so it's going to be a really fun time. You know, we're just looking at it 1 week at a time, and you know, going out there and executing and doing our job.
Behren, Joey said this offseason, you know, one of the priorities for you is to get rid of the ball when there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
How have you taken to that, or how much of a challenge is that, considering you ran for 1,000 yards when you were in high school as well as passing?
Right. Yeah, it's a little different game. You know, playing 3A ball compared to playing in the Big 12. So yeah, that's a big thing of what I've taken this offseason, this camp, to understand. If there's nothing open in the middle of the field, there's always Taj in the check down, and that guy's hard to bring down. So he's a lot harder to bring down than I am, and I've learned that kind of the hard way this last year. So yeah, just keying this camp to just learning how to check the ball down when nothing's there. If nothing's there, throw the ball out of bounds. If you can pick up 4 yards and get down, do that. But there's no need to when it's second down to try to reach and get that 15 extra yards. Because we have playmakers that can do that.
Behren, you being QB1 this year, how's your relationship with these other young, talented quarterbacks like Will Hammond?
Yeah, the quarterback room has been awesome. We've met a lot of business this camp, and I'm really proud of the way Will and Cam and also Jake has stepped up. This camp. The mental part of the game is really, I think, the biggest part that people can't take that jump to get to be great. And they're helping me too. Will Hammond is a stud. He's going to be really, really good. Cam Brown, obviously elite runner. That dude can throw the ball too. And Jake Strong too. It just kind of brings the whole entire group just back to ground zero, and we really just try to feed off each other's energy. And I can't speak enough about that group of guys that I've been with.
Is there any special activities y'all did over the off season together? Yeah,
we like to golf. We spent some time golfing. But I mean, anytime we can just we show up to meetings at least 15 to 20 minutes early so we can just chop it up and see what was going on. Even if it's not about football, that group is real tight. We'll for sure have like a Thursday night dinner where I have the quarterbacks come over to my house and have the O-linemen come over, cater in some chicken express or something like that, and just to feed those guys and just show appreciation to those guys, because you get to play a certain amount of games. You practice a lot, you're with the guys a lot, but you don't get to have the fun stuff. And so just to do some of that stuff, it's going to be really cool to do.
Who's the best driver and who's the best putter?
Gosh, I don't want to say Jake Strong. Jake Strong, he can drive the ball. His short game's pretty good. I'm more of the guy that's more just consistent. I don't drive the ball too far. I'm just more of the get it to 150 yards down the fairway, and we'll keep moving.
Which course are y'all playing at?
The Rawls. We actually got the student membership for the summer, so anytime we got some free time, after evening, play some Twilight 9, it was a good time.
So no hot yoga or boxing?
No hot yoga for us. No boxing for us.